Cook and Cassius Fry from London. We're at the Aston Hotel here in Sheffield. With me, I've got Asif Vali, the man, Asif Vali. What's happening, Asif?
How you doing, man? You alright?
You alright?
Yeah, not bad.
I just
Yourself?
got with a lefty there because I was holding the mic with the right.
Okay, no problem.
No problem. Hectic week for you, Calm Promotions. Big show here in Sheffield. Amir's first fight in the UK since the McCloskey fight.
Yeah.
Amir said in the press conference yesterday that he's been on at you guys for a fight in the UK for a long time. Obviously, we know he's been fighting in America for the last couple of years. But why now? Why is the decision taken, and why in Sheffield?
Well, I think the time's right. We've had a tough year last year. Everybody knows that, and to try and build him back up, it's all about timing in this game, and it's that the time's right for him to be in Sheffield. Saying that, he'll have every fight in the UK if he could, but it's just not possible financially. We can't do it all the time, and we have to look at his future, and we've got to secure him as well. So Sheffield's a great place, and when we put the plans to him, he's the decision maker, he's the boss, and we just put it to him, and he's the one that said, yeah, let's go for it.
As ridiculous as this sound, was there any thought to come into Sheffield and sort of take it over for the night with the idea that Kell Brook also fights from Sheffield and sells out the Multipoint Arena?
No, not at all. The media put that spin on it. That's fine. I mean, it's up to them, and they can put whatever spin they want on it. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It's about getting into the right place. He's never fought in Sheffield. That's the main thing. And to fight he's fought all over the world. He's fought all over the country. But Sheffield's a place. Was in between London, in between Manchester. So we thought, ideally, if everybody want to travel, this is the place they can travel to, and why not?
How's Amir been this week? Obviously, we see him at the press conference yesterday. He's made the weight now, so a bit of things lifted off that he can just concentrate now between the fight. But how has he been generally this week?
He's been great. He's been more comfortable than ever because he's in the UK. It's tough when he's been away from home, and when it's the fight week, the last few days, it's tough for a fighter. You just leave him alone. You get him to get on and do what they're doing. He had his food here. He came back to the Ashton Hotel. He had his food straight after the weigh-in. He had his family around. He had his friends, his dad, his uncle, his Sarge, everybody. He was so relaxed, so chilled. He was taking pictures and photographs with all the chefs and the guests that are staying here. So from his preparation point of view, he's been mentally and physically prepared. So I'm glad that he's in his home UK, in the UK, so I'm glad that he's as relaxed as he is. I've got half an eye on Julio Diaz over there. That's he's talking over there. So, not Julio, Robert Diaz, and they're talking about the fight. So I've got to listen, see what the tactics are.
Ah,
you've not picked that one up.
No, yeah, I know. I know we can see. Pan the camera now. Diaz and Diaz talking tactics. Discussing the fight.
They're discussing the fight. That's great. The door's open. I'm listening into it.
Definitely. Amir Khan gets a bit of criticism from the public. In your opinion, why would he get, for someone who's a former world champion, a very young age in his career still, why does he get that criticism?
I said this in my press conference. I don't think people give him... I know they don't give him the credit he deserves. Why? He's a good-looking lad. Maybe. He does so much for charity. Even as we speak, we're doing stuff, trying to get all the requests in for next week. Plan is next week, and 80% of them charity requests, which I'm dealing with now. And he's happy to help everybody, and if it was to me, when he stops boxing, people miss what Amir Khan did, not just inside the ring but outside the ring. And I'm surprised that he gets so much criticism, but maybe it's because he was so successful at an early age. People didn't like him because he was so successful. Moved across to America too early. That's what people, media, everybody said that. In my opinion, he didn't. He moved at the right time, and building a platform. He's a young man. He's not in his prime yet. He's not physically in his prime. Mentally, he's not in his prime. He's got so much to give in boxing. He can give 10 years in boxing if he wants to. It's down to him what he wants to give into boxing. And, there will be a time where he'll say, listen, I've had enough. And if it's all about respect, and he deserves the respect. He's earned it, in my opinion. He's earned it. He's been there fighting for UK and Pakistan and everybody that's out there. He's been there fighting for his country. And, I'm so surprised it happens. You've seen it yourself. You get so much negativity when the media's out there and fans out there. And why? Who knows?
How do you think his personality comes across to the public and the media? Because, you know Amir Khan behind closed doors, away from the cameras, as his family does and his team does. But from an outside perspective, how do you think his personality comes across on camera and when he's with the British media and press?
He's probably he's the same on camera and off camera, but I think off camera he does even more to get his to get his helping hand out there, and he'll do more. And I'm the bad one. I keep saying, come on, let's go. You gotta get this, you gotta get that. And he said, no, one more picture, one more fan. These guys watch me all the time. They say good luck and good luck messages, and I need to stay as long as I want with the fans. I'm the one that keeps saying, keep moving, and his uncle does that, and he doesn't deserve. He's not getting the recognition and deservedness that he needs to get. He's a brilliant guy off camera. He's still young. He's a businessman. He's a fighter. He's going to be a family. He's going to get married. He's going to be a family man soon. He's going to have his own kids. So he's not going to change. He'll never change. He'll never change him.
How do you think you come across in the media? Because before I met you, I kind of had an opinion about you. And then when I started talking to you...
Is that a twinkle in the eye?
No, I'm being honest. We're being honest.
Why are you quivering
for?
We're
just being honest.
Why are you quivering? Your lips are quivering. Can you see that? Your lips are... Why are you quivering for?
No, I'm being serious. I had an opinion about you. We don't need to go into that. But then I met you and I interviewed you for the first time I ever spoke to you. And, I completely changed my opinion. So I don't know where I'm going with this, but... No, but do you understand? A lot of people...
I'll tell you why, yeah. I've gone back to God. My religion is very important to me now. I was off the road, and I've come back to it. Yeah, if I died today, I'd die a clean and a happy man. 5 years ago, if I died, I would have been in hell, and that's because certain personal things in my life has developed, and within my family as well. So I've now got 5 kids. I share my 5 kids. I have 2 of my own. I have adopted 3. I do things differently than I used to do. And I try and work with people, whereas before I was probably too into it, too negative, too much in protection. And now, I had some good mentors, and Amir's father, Shah, he helped me, to get to that road that I needed to get to. I used to drink, I used to gamble, I used to smoke, I did everything I should be doing as Muslim. But all I always say is, the person that comes back is a person that will be rewarded in the afterlife. So from my point of view, I'm happy now. I'm more fulfilled. And that's because certain things in my life and what happened to my children, which made me have that change. And I thought, listen, I turned to God, and I'm a different person altogether. You'll still get me having a go at people here, there and everywhere. But that's probably due to frustration and pressure and stress, I suppose. But I am a changed person. I know that I've been to do my pilgrimage twice in 2 years. You'd never have seen me going into a mosque 5 years ago. And I used to drink like a fish. I used to gamble, I used to smoke. I don't do anything like that now. So I'm glad I've come back to my religion, and I'm glad. I'm happy now. My dad's happy. My mum passed away, and my dad's happy, and I know that I'm making them proud.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I ask, because there's some difficult people in boxing, as you know. whether they're promoters or just people you deal with every day. There's some difficult people. And I'm probably wrong to assume, really. I just assume that you would be one of these difficult people to deal with or to, you know, in any shape or form. But far from it, to be honest, because ever since sort of we've started doing our thing, you've, you know, you've always sort of, whatever you've said has happened. You know, if we've had to wait for an interview with Amir, you know, you said, look, you're going to get that, don't worry, blah, blah, we've got it. And time with, you know, even this week and everything. So I sort of had that opinion that you would be difficult to get on with. And it was completely the opposite, to be honest.
You know, we learn by our mistakes, and we have learned by our mistakes, and the media people are important people in the promotion game. And it's hard to keep everybody happy, you know, like tonight. I've got 170 media requests for the accreditation. If I say no to 160 of them, then there's no promotion. But if I say yes to 160, then everybody's getting the reports that needs to get out there. That gives me a big headache because there's only so many that can fit in there. But I will go and look for solutions to try and keep everybody happy. Same with reporting, same with interviews, same with charity work, same with anything that I can get Amir to be in a perspective. And not only Amir, now I've got Haroon and we've got Khan Promotions, who's promoting in the UK. I'm working with the Golden Boy Promotions in the UK, so I've got a team there. So it's different altogether, and it's exciting times, and you know, I try and fulfill as best as I can.
Just out of curiosity, we have got accreditation this morning, haven't we?
You have for this one, but you've not got for the Mayweather one. You know that.
I know. Let's not talk about that.
I'll help you with that, don't worry.
All right then.
I'll deliver. You thank me next week.
Valley delivers. It's a service, isn't it?
Absolutely, that's what it is. That's what I'm here for.
Can I ask you about something else? Listen, I as an interviewer get a lot of stick from Amir Khan fans sometimes.
You do?
A little bit. No, I'll tell you why. It's because obviously I've interviewed Kell Brook a few times, as I have Amir a few times. Yeah. But for some reason, I get a little bit of stick being called Kell Brook's boy, etc., etc. When the truth is, there's no one's boy. We just do our own thing. But, you know, what you got to say about that?
You know, I'm surprised at that. He's just saying that. Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Are you sure it's not Eddie Setback that gets the stick and not you?
No, I get a little bit of stick saying with the Khan and Brook thing, I get that I side with Brook, which isn't true. I don't side with Khan or Brook.
Hey, it's the first time I've heard of it.
Don Valley's very good today. Very good. Don Valley's very good today.
Why are you nicknaming him Don Valley?
Because Don Valley's everywhere you go in Sheffield. There's Don Valley Stadium, Don Valley this, Don Valley that. And you are Don Valley.
That's crazy, right? You hear that, Robert? I thought he was Eddie Hearn.
You know what?
I thought he was Eddie Hearn when he was sat there.
Oh, here we go. Here it starts.
Oh, no.
Here it starts. Here it starts.
Hey, no, we didn't want to...
Don't tweet this to Eddie, though, please. Oh! Joke, that's a joke.
Eddie's a good guy. What's wrong with that? Yeah, I don't know why you do that. Why you like this?
Why did you mention Eddie Hearn? Why did you mention Eddie Hearn? You mentioned him first. James, am I right?
Listen, I mentioned him because I like the guy. He's a good guy. Yeah. But he likes you even better.
Well, listen, we've got a relationship. I hope me and you've got a relationship.
Oh, yeah, but I want to be tweeted like you tweet Eddie.
Yeah, well, I can tweet you.
Why do you tweet Eddie?
I don't actually tweet Eddie. I post my interviews to Eddie, but I don't really tweet him.
No.
I just phone him, don't I?
He had a 4-course dinner for you. 2 weeks ago, I read on Twitter, I said, hey, Coogan Cassidy, where are you? I'm waiting for you. And I thought, hey, that's bloody hell.
You must have been on that pipe when you read that, because that never happened.
I don't smoke. If I did smoke, I'd say it again. Coogan Cassidy, where are you?
The rivalry between Kell and Amir, though, I mean, there's a lot it's been made, and these guys haven't even thought they're not even at the same weight at the moment. So, is this fight a fight that is likely to happen?
Listen, rivalry, me and Eddie, he's a businessman. Rivalry between Kell and Amir, they're both fighters. Rivalry between Saj, I mentioned Saj. Can I mention Saj?
Mention whatever you want.
Saj and Eddie is great. I love it. I look at it, I read it, and I laugh. But it's there. I think it's about the promotion game, and everybody should understand that. But if they don't, then when that fight happens, and if it happens, because I'm sure it will someday. When it happens, it's going to be massive for the UK. It's going to be huge. We'll be filling huge stadiums somewhere, and that'd be great for the UK boxing fans.
So if need be, Khan Promotions quite happily work with Metro Sport to make that fight happen, because that is a fight that fans 100% would like to see at some point.
I'm sure they'll see that at some point. Not this year, the year next year, the year after. You know, people's careers and they'll cross over sometimes. Amir will go to 147. Kel might say him 147. You know, he's pulled out of 3 amazing opportunities with Devon Alexander. Not his fault or his fault, I'm not to say, but the chances were there, and I think he's coming back out in. I hear he's coming back out in end of June or maybe July. And
July at Hull, that's the plan.
Yeah, and I don't know who the opponent's going to be. You know, when you get opportunities for world champions fight, you got to grab them, and you don't get many opportunities like that. And if he'd have beaten Devon Alexander, which I think it's a very tough fight for Kel. If he'd have beaten Devon Alexander, he would have been quicker to Amir. But now he's not there with Devon Alexander, then I think everybody's fed up. Does he really want the big fights? Does he want to go into the big fights? But that's something that Eddie will have to work on, and that's something that he can always pick up the phone, and he will do. Eventually, he'll pick up the phone, and that fight will be there. And when it's there, let's wait and see what happens.
But Kell Brook, we believe to have an injury, so if he has got a fractured metatarsal, then his will of wanting the fight surely shouldn't come ahead of his health and safety, surely.
I don't know. Why? In this business, if somebody says they've got an injury, you've got to believe them. You don't have to tweet or put pictures of what's going on. You're just trying to prove yourself that this is what happened. You don't need to do that. Why are you doing it? Because people are maybe fed up. I don't know. Or all the fans that are booked to go and watch him maybe really peeved off. I don't know. And if that's the case and you're trying to prove a point, you know, you shouldn't need to. But the chances when any boxer will tell you, big toe, little toe, foot, left foot, whatever injury there is, yeah, if you got a chance to fight for it, you'll go for it. That's my opinion. And if Kell had gone for it, even with a loss, he could have said that he had an injury, and he put a credible performance up, he would have still been there. Now, the TV people are fed up, Sky fed up, the American TV fed up, you know. I'm sure these fans are fed up because they're forking out. Are they forking, not forking? Are they going or not going? People ain't got the money to not to be at fights where they should be. Once you've made a commitment, you should be there. Even if you're gonna die, you gotta be there.
Okay. Do you get free clothes at JD Sports?
You gotta see Saj. Saj is doing. All I get is a bag. He said, "This is for this day, labelled up, and this is for that day, labelled up." But JD's good to us.
Any chance of 2XL?
They only go up to large, and you won't fit in large.
What are you trying to say?
Can I swear?
You can say whatever you want. It's the best thing about iFilm London. You can swear and say whatever you want.
I'm not going to swear because I don't want to swear. But you're a big guy. You've had 3 chocolate puddings in there. At least I give you
1
chocolate pudding.
Oh, yeah, sorry, everyone. I just want to make a point of this. There's been no person in the whole of boxing, UK boxing, and that includes Eddie Hearn.
Why are you mentioning Eddie?
No, I'm going to.
Don't leave my friend alone. Leave my friend alone.
Frank Warren, Frank Maloney, Mick Hennessy, Dave Caldwell, all the other promoters that we've done with. Hold on. No one has ever given me a slice of chocolate cake with ice cream. Hot. This man did.
Where did I come from? Where did I come from to give it to you?
I don't know. Where did you come from? Oh, you was hiding under the table. Brilliant.
There you go.
You just fit under the table. Did you just walk under the table? Or did you have to crouch down? Sorry. It was going so well as well.
Triple XL?
Yeah, triple XL. Yeah, I'm fat and proud. Listen, Asif, thank you very much for talking to us. My phone's ringing.
That's not your phone. That's phone for tickets.
Oh, that's exactly my phone.
Yeah. Sorry.
Live phone call?
Hello? Oh, hi Eddie, how you doing? Yeah, how did you know? How did you know that? I'm doing an interview. He's here. Coogan's here. You want to speak to him? He said he heard. He want to speak to you. Hang on. Yeah, I'll put it on loudspeaker. Let me put it on loudspeaker. Eddie, you got Coogan doing an interview. You're live. Let's go for it. Yeah, go on.
Eddie, fuck off, you bastard, and die.
Oh dear. Yeah, you take that.
I can't say that. Bye.
I can't promise that we're going to leave that
Sorry.
in. Swearing.
No, he can't swear.
Can't swear, so that may be, yeah.
Why is Eddie swearing for?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh, he's still on. No,
No, he's not.
no, he's not.
Right, if you've got any final last words, sir?
You know what? I'm trying to think. It's been about 3 years since you interviewed me.
That's a complete lie.
When did you do me last?
Karen Peterson.
Were you there?
I wasn't there, no. I was at the press conference.
Or the UK one or the US one?
Well, the UK one. You know we fund ourselves. You're just giving me chocolate cake. You know we fund ourselves.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
What about
What am I sure about?
what you fund yourself? I heard you get white envelopes here, there, and everywhere from different
From
promotions.
who? That's absolute. That's libel. That is. Be careful. That's libel
On camera?
on camera.
I give you an envelope with some tickets in.
You don't need to. We've got accreditation already. I've got the proof on my phone.
No, you haven't.
Really?
Has he got Mayweather accreditation? He's not got Mayweather accreditation. Look, this is the golden girl. Is see, say hello, Monica. I see. I've got.
We're wrapping this up now
I've gotta
anyway.
work. Look,
We're wrapping this up
what time is it
anyway.
and we're working. 20 past 10.
Definitely.
Yeah. Hey, it was a pleasure.
Thank you for your time.
They're still ringing me.
Everyone's ringing you.
Yeah. But no, it's been good. And you know what? I like the way you're working, and I wish you all the best. The way you do features, not just with us, but all the boxes that are out there, because they need people like you to go out there and do the interviews. You know, I see it with you traveling. Even the smaller bills, when you go out and do, that's great. It's great that you make the time and effort to go into the smaller bills and try and get them up there. And that's all.
That's the plan.
Yeah, that's
I
all.
appreciate you saying.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Right, this has been Coogan Cassius with Asif Vali, Don Valley. There was a character on EastEnders years ago called Asif, and we wondered whether that was actually you. Do you remember him, Asif?
He was in. Which family was he in? I do remember.
I don't think they were called the Valleys, but just his name was Asif. He was Martin's friend in EastEnders, but he's this little small Asian boy, but bit of a comedy joker. But I think he was a little bit tall to be you. I think he was over 4'5", so it definitely might not have been you.
I don't mind you calling me short and you're fat, but
I didn't say fat. I didn't say fat.
whichever way you want to call me, yeah. But what does offend me is when you say I'm not. See, the phone keeps going. Yeah.
What offends you quickly?
What offends me is you pinching my chocolate cake. Don't you ever pinch my chocolate cake again.
This is the Asif I didn't like. This is the Asif I didn't like.
Chocolate cake.
All right.
You took it off the table. Don't pinch it next
You
time.
told me I could have it.
I didn't.
You did.
I did not.
You told me I could have it.
That wasn't for you. That was for Robert Diaz.
Robert Diaz. No, I'm only joking. Coogan Cassius, Asif Vali here for iFilm London. Thank you very much.